Is infidelity in a relationship a deal breaker for you?
Does that mean no sex?
This is George with Splitter Stay. We are downtown Deep Ellum, Dallas, Texas. I am here with.
Chris?
Jorge.
We're going to ask them a few questions about relationships and find out a little bit of feedback of what they think. First question is, why do you think relationships don't last in this day and age?
I'm 27 and it's a lot of goof, like not funny shit.
I think more than anything, it's the fact that like people are looking for something else that they cannot find in themselves. So they're going out and, trying and, going above and beyond to be able to like expose themselves to these other people.
Can I have one thing?
Yes, sir.
I said people do a lot of extra stuff. I don't hang out at like Barnes and Nobles or bookstores. I love good girls, but like I go to the clubs and all that. But there's not a lot of like nice dateable women.
So you saying that it will be safe for me to assume that both of you guys are single?
Yeah.
I am single, yes.
Why do you think that is?
Circumstance.
I think more than anything, it's like the kind of like theory and kind of the point that you're getting across to the point that you can actually say like, okay, like this is kind of my identity. This is kind of like where I want to lead, right?
A lot of people aren't like actual modern day, like it's out of style, it's not cool, loving. Like a lot of people don't have actual love and they want to be cool, they want to like be nonchalant. A lot of people aren't lovers. Not cool nowadays to like be in love.
Is infidelity in a relationship a deal breaker for you?
Does that mean no sex?
No, that means someone cheats on you.
Yes. Just from a like self-respect perspective. Like like I respect myself as a person, so yeah.
Do you think infidelity is a complete deal breaker in a relationship?
I think it depends where you are in your life. As a younger person, it may not be a deal breaker, but when you get to a certain age, depending what your morals are. Like right now, I'm 46. When I was 20 something, that may not have been a deal breaker, but I'm looking for somebody that I can have a family with, I can share my relationship, my faith with, and if we equally yoke in that faith, then I do think that infidelity is a deal breaker.
Is infidelity in a relationship a complete deal breaker for you?
Yeah, I would say so. 100%. 100%.
Can you elaborate or give me a reason for that?
Well, how I look at it, I got a different standpoint on it as far as like you can say it's a double standard. I believe how a woman does it and how a man does it is two separate occasions, it's two different things. A man will do it more so for a fleeting feeling and just possibly want to try something new in a moment, or he may not be getting something at home. And I know, like I said, it's a double standard, but women tend to get more attached emotionally to the man or it's detaching from her man at home whenever she do it. So that's why I feel like it is definitely a complete deal breaker whenever my mate decides to branch off.
This is Splitter Stay, and that was one of the greatest answers that we've ever occurred on Splitter Stay.
Is infidelity an absolute deal breaker?
I think there is a lot of variables that like determine how I'd feel about that. We know him?
Yeah, no, this is the person I was just talking about. Okay, sorry, anyways. Yeah, anyways. Sorry.
It was-
a health show.
She cheats too.
Cheating is fine.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's an absolute deal breaker. I think if enough time passed and enough change was to occur, then it might be something that I could work through because I have stayed when I've been cheated on. But I think for me, more than the infidelity is like the level of honesty that somebody has. Like if you can own up to like your mistakes and explain, I don't know, because cheating typically isn't about you. It's about whatever the fuck they have going on or don't have going on.
Is infidelity an absolute deal breaker for you in your relationship?
Absolutely. The reason why is with infidelity, if you can't be true to yourself, you can never, ever be true to me. So I feel like people that want to explore should actually be open and honest with themselves. And at that point, they'll have the confidence to communicate to their partner. And many times, partners are upset when you take away their opportunity to decide what they want to do. So don't decide for me. Give me an opportunity to decide for myself. And I learned that lesson dealing with women. Being a playboy before, it's one of those things where just be open and honest with a woman to say, this is where I'm at, give her the opportunity to choose. But I'm beyond that now, so I can see it both sides.
That was hot. I see you use your brain. You ain't like the rest of them, are you?
Do you believe infidelity in a relationship from a man or from a woman is a complete deal breaker?
I'm gonna say yeah and no, because you can forgive a person. You know what I mean? But like my little brother said, we have a understanding of biblical practices. So adultery, when you commit adultery, ultimately, yeah, that's a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? But you can even in the Bible, you can forgive that woman and bring her back, or she can forgive the man, and y'all can come back and be reconciled as one. So if you have that ability to forgive and get over it and actually forgive and not hold on to it and bring it up, you know what I'm saying, years down the line or whatever, you actually had the ability to forgive, man or woman, then I mean, for that person, it doesn't have to be, but it's a situational basis, you know what I mean?
A man as well dressed as yourself, nice, good looking. How do you keep the women off?
To be honest with you, I'm so focused on, and I think the right person is going to come. And the women usually bat themselves off. I can say that, depending on how they react, what they have going with themselves. Because again, I'm not just looking for somebody aesthetically pleasing. I'm looking for somebody that I can grow old with.
What do you value about a woman?
What I value about a woman, well, I say definitely a good woman is the ability to speak life into you and to raise you up when you're at your lowest point. Because some things, you know, you can talk to your bros about, but it don't just resonate with you till it's like that woman you love that you can confide in, that actually you trust, and she trusts you as well, and then she pick you up with her words because she want the best from you. So that's what I definitely value in a woman, is her input on my life when she actually wants to better my life.
You think you should get a certain age before getting married?
I would say when you mature, but everybody know when they really mature. So when they've matured to handle it. I can't say a specific age, but I definitely say don't be out here messing around with your women, dogging them out, just being around whoever and trying to play the field. Do it the right way. Do it God's way. Find a woman that's truly there for you. Be there for her. And then when y'all come into an agreement together on how y'all want to build up y'all life together, then that's when you make that decision. But if you don't have all those pieces before then, don't make the decision. Stay single till you're ready.
What is the age that you think should be the prime marriage age?
The age for prime marriage, I would say you can start off at least around 23-ish, right? Because you should have reached a level of maturity and wisdom around that time. You know what I'm saying? So you should know yourself a little bit better than you would when you say, you know, you're 18 or whatever. You know, you should be knowing yourself a little bit better so you're able to take on somebody responsibly. You know what I mean?
Why do you think it's hard for people nowadays to maintain relationships?
Lack of communication, lack of trust. Too many people looking on the outside, looking in on what somebody else got going, comparing their situation to what they got going on. So they want to look at it and say, well, I'm not getting XYZ and I want this, and I see they getting it over here and I want the same thing. So now you comparing two different situations when you should be focused on you and your partner and what y'all got going on and how y'all can build and make a good foundation for y'all going towards the future.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
Nah, you can be in lust at first sight. You ain't gonna be in love at first sight. You can't love a person without knowing them. You know what I'm saying? So you can look at a person, she beautiful, whatever, you're attracted to her, but to say you love her, that's going on a whole nother tangent now. You know what I'm saying? You saying you finna provide for her, you finna take care of her, you finna protect her, you gonna love her like how Christ said, love her like Christ loved the church. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know her yet. So now you can't love her. You can have strong lust for her, but not real, genuine love. You know what I mean?
One, do you believe in love at first sight? And I'll start with Miss Amber.
For me, no. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Okay, Jordan.
I think because every time I've ever fallen in love, like, I knew off rip, like, oh, I like them. Like, the first time I ever met her, it was literally love at first sight. Like, I mean, I cheated, but, like, fuck, like, I really, really love her.
Yeah.
Give me an example of what would be love at first sight for you. Like, this guy, he has a chance. I don't even know him yet like that, but he have a chance. Give me a good example of what that would look like for you.
We go out to eat, and then after we go out to eat, the date night don't end. It just continue. You keep finding a little spontaneous shit for us to do. You create conversation, and then, you know, the laughters never stop. That's love at first sight for me.
Okay, well, I'm Blue Jay, and I'm actually doing some interviews for this show called Split or Stay. Can I ask you a couple of relationship questions since you just ruined the one that was here when you drove by?
It's not intentional.
Okay.
Drive by ruin your relationship. You probably don't need to be in one.
Okay, I ain't hating on that. So let me ask you, do you believe in love at first sight?
I do.
Can you give me an example of what that looks like for you?
First time I met you.
I knew he was going to say that, but who wouldn't? It's me. Okay. You looking good, by the way.
Likewise.
But yeah, I can shout it right now. Right? So we are the Masada. You know what I'm saying? Masada Dallas. We right here. We come out here in Deep Ellum almost every Saturday, every other Saturday. We come out. We teach the Bible. We teach our people who they are according to the Bible. The blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. We are the Israelites of the Bible. So we come out here to teach repentance to our people.
Oh yeah, so you tap in with us on Instagram, follow our YouTube. We content. We do also do street content where we come out and do street interviews and ask people common biblical questions. And if you have questions about any misconceptions, feel free to hit us up.
Okay, so y'all broke up, but he's still holding on. That's what I heard. Oh, man, he ain't letting it go. Well, I don't blame you. I don't know why y'all broke up. I mean, I'm looking, and she's absolutely stunning.
I think it's both. I think initially falling in love is natural or like instinctual, but I think you choose to stay in love. Like loving somebody is a choice that you make every day.
Okay, so Amber, you chose to stop loving Jordan?
No, there always will be love there, but I agree with him when he says love is a choice, because everything has like variables, right? And everybody has things that they're willing to deal with and things that they're not willing to deal with. So but at the end of the day, I'm very much love yourself first. You know what I mean? So yeah. I hope that answers the question.
Yes, it does. Absolutely. All right. I just got to take my moment. And you definitely have boundaries.
Oh, absolutely.
And you definitely believe in commitment.
Oh, absolutely. Understand that with commitment, you have to understand how to commit to yourself. Most people fail day to day because they can't commit to the little things in life that will give them the things that they truly desire overall. So if you can't commit to getting up, if you can't commit to working out, if you can't commit to eating healthy, if you can't even commit to going on a daily walk, if you can't even commit to say, I'm not going to curse nobody out this week, then how can you really commit in a relationship? So many times the struggle comes when you get with somebody and I'm expecting you to give me what I have not been able to give myself. And that's where the tension comes, because we can't be one together if I'm lacking. The reality is love is a combination of fullness. So at the end of the day, my happiness is not based off of you and your happiness is not based off of me. But when I'm happy and you're happy, we should come together and share happiness together. That's the whole point.
I know that's right. How about my happiness call your happiness and we get together and we have a happy time?
It's like...
All right there. Is your man outside today?
No, my man is not outside. I don't have a man.
Oh, you ain't got no man? Why not?
Because I feel like niggas ain't shit. It's just that simple.
Okay, I can't disagree with that. So if you found one that was shit, what would be those requirements for him to make you his girl?
Old school romantic, you got to be spontaneous, vulnerability, and emotional intelligence for men.
Okay, I respect the emotional intelligence. So what got you fed up with men these days? Is there anything specific?
Y'all in these dry ass conversations. My thing is, how do you want to get to know somebody and you ask me what you doing every 5 fucking seconds? You're not getting a response, babe.
Okay, so they're lacking some depth.
I was waving at you when I was passing by. Hey, black excellence, black beauty. Black is powerful.
Okay.
Strong black woman.
Okay, Michelle. Well, this was Split or Stay. I'm Blue Jay. I appreciate you for interviewing with me, Miss Michelle. You actually can follow us and we'll post the content on these pages. So anyway, we got a show. You can apply too, especially if you got somebody, if you got a little link or somebody, if you situation and y'all want to come on and get some content with us, hit us up.